Hey, welcome back. Or welcome in. I guess we keep saying welcome back, but we don't know if they've watched us before. So, I'm Michael. This is
Michael.
Michael and Michael. Yeah. The day is finally here. We get to uncover our beautiful fountain. Oh my gosh, I've missed this so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the deal with the fountain. We have decided to, one, get it uncovered and set up and ready to go, but we're going to take it completely apart.
Yeah.
Because we don't like the flow of the water that's coming through. So we really need to reset the filter. Also, I want to do a little bit more leveling because it kind of spills out of one side more than the other. So we're going to work on that today. But before we do that, let me show you this beautiful bed that this fountain is in. So first, this is the fountain that you just saw. And apologies for the building in the background. I know it's an eyesore. We're trying to cover that. So this is the bed that we built last year. You can go back and take a look at that video if you'd like. We filled it with coleus last year. Didn't do phenomenally well. Not as well as we thought. Yeah. The coleus didn't get quite enough sunshine because this is a full shade. You can see here we have gigantic tree right over. So it is a shade bed. So we decided to change it out for shade plants. So these heuchera we put in last fall and they overwintered really well. This one's actually getting ready to bloom already. Beautiful hostas. This is an Empress Wu. This is Coast to Coast Wu La La. And then repeated on the other side, we have the same thing. So I'm not going to go through those again. But this is the Wild Berry. And I do not know the variety here, but this is not a Proven Winners brand. But there is a Proven Winners version we saw today that was called Silver Crush.
I believe so. Yeah.
Something Crush. And it's exactly the same. And then here we have a Silver Dragon, La Rope, and then some more tiny hostas, another tiny hosta there in the front. And then these are Mochaccino Astilbe. And we did a full ring all the way around the base. So those should fill in the entire base. We do have a mole in here. So the mole deterrent is back there. We have some other things that we're going to add this year, and you'll see that the drip is kind of funky right now. We're getting ready to fix that as well. So that's another thing that we're going to be doing, and then mulch, of course. But we're going to bring you in to show you what we're adding. That's going to come in just a couple of videos, so stay tuned for that. If you've not subscribed already,
Like, comment, and subscribe.
yeah. We want to have a conversation. So give us a comment below. What are your favorite shade plants? We'd love to know, what you grow. I know hostas and heucheras are the standard go-to. Astilbe, I guess, as well. But I'd really like to know, what do you grow? Because I'd love some different kinds of plants. But let's get to work on this monster. This cover is phenomenal. Where did you get it?
Amazon.
We'll try to link below. To overwinter, we did this very simply. The cover over the top, we did towels inside to grab any moisture, and we did that in each one. These are cheap Walmart towels. I think they were $1. And that's it. That was easy. So now we're going to take it apart and we'll put it back together.
Sweep that fountain out.
Okay, we stopped the video for just a moment because we had to get some silicone and fix the stopper in the bottom. We didn't want to show that because it's just adding a little silicone. So this is what we've done so far. We've run the tube through the center base that goes inside the bowl. Now, these fountains are pretty easy to find, I would say.
Yeah, they're about everywhere.
Yeah, you can get these anywhere. Now, we did stain it. If you'd like to see that video, please go back and take a look. We stained it green. So it was just pure concrete, just natural concrete color. We stained it green. Now, last year when we put it together, we didn't realize that there was a way to do this where you could control the fountain or control the pump from
Without putting it
outside.
inside the
Yeah,
column.
without having to take this all the way apart. And there's a hole on either side down at the bottom. So this is what we've done. Let me get over here so you can see. So here's what we've done. We've run the cable, the power cable and the pump pipe. I don't know what to call that.
Just the pump.
The pipe through there, and then we'll leave the motor here, and that way we can control the flow without having to take this gargantuan thing apart. So it's been such a pain. So we're gonna let the silicone dry, and then we're gonna get right back to it. So there we go, we got it done. Probably going to be a very short video, but we wanted to just kind of take you along on what we do to de-winterize our fountain and get it going. I know these are very common fountains. You can find them anywhere, like I said before, in just regular concrete. I think there's like 5 or 6 places here where you can get them. So
Yeah.
I know they've got to be readily available. If you'd like to see how this was stained, I love this green. It's such a beautiful shade of green. Go back and take a look at that video. I'll try to link it here, or in the video, I'll try to do a card. But anyway, I think our microphones might have been not working as we were talking. So let me tell you a little bit about what we did. So first, the tubing that goes up through the center, be very, very careful not to kink that tubing. Very easy to do. We did it last year, right?
Yeah, we did, like in 2 places, I think.
Yeah. And it really restricted the flow and was making a mess of the whole thing. So be careful of that. Also, in between each layer where the tubing is, we did plumber's putty. You can find that at any hardware store. Mix it up in your fingers a little bit, roll it into a little tube, and then do it around the tubing inside. We did that on the top and the bottom of each layer just to make sure there are no leaks going down. Last thing we did is the leveling. I hate leveling.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
It's our enemy.
It's and we both have issues with things being correct.
Perfect.
Well, I wasn't going to say perfect, but
Perfect.
that's probably the right word.
Perfectly
So
perfect.
we're going to come back out and redo this a little later once it's run for a little while, because it'll start to move and shift based on how it soaks in the water. But we used little white plastic levelers or shims that we got from Lowe's. You can find them anywhere, I guess. But we showed those during the video if you want to take a look at those. But anyway, we got it done. We're ready to go. We've got things to plant in this bed.
Yeah.
I can't wait to show you what we've got to plant in this bed, because they're pretty amazing plants. But anyway, as always,
Like, comment, and subscribe.
we always appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.